Hey, hi guys. My name is Anand. I'm the founder of Anvis Inc., Anvis Pet Relocation, and a pet academy called Alpha. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the question that we get asked a lot when relocating with pets. Assume that you have decided that you want to relocate into or out of India. Obviously, you are definitely taking your pets along with you. The first thing is how early should I start my process in terms of when it comes to relocating my pet? My simple and straightforward answer is ASAP, right? Why am I saying that you need to look at it at the earliest is because different countries have got different regulations, there are certain countries that have got quarantine, some places you have to apply for import permit. For example, Australia, you need to have a waiting period of 6 months before pets from India can reach Australian soil. For example, Singapore has got a 30-day quarantine, and booking a quarantine space can can go into a long waiting line, right? For example, as we speak today, I know that the quarantine space is available only in December, so it's a long way off. So you need to plan well in advance, right? So that is point number one. So because you may have quarantine, you may have import permits, you may have waiting time period. There are many countries that says that you have to wait. Maybe some countries you have to go, your pet has to stay in a different country, so on and so forth. Second important point why you would want to start really early is your crate training, right? The rest of the things in terms of documentation, paperwork, all kinds of things is still fairly under our control. However, when it comes to crate training, you need to give your dog or cat enough time to get acclimatized to the crate, right? It's a known fact that dogs and cats that are used to their crates earlier, the stress on them reduces by more than 50-60%. All right, they are a lot more comfortable. This is their little home that's traveling with them. They're fairly comfortable. For a dog or cat to understand that that crate is their little home, and by the time you get them acclimatized to that, it takes that time, right? You cannot fast forward that process. You cannot push that and expect the dog or cat to understand that you're traveling in the next 10 days and he or she needs to be comfortable. That will not happen. Maybe in some cases it will. Some dogs or cats get used to their crates very quickly, but more often than not, you need to give them that time. And there is a process of crate training, right? So you need to go slow, get them used to the crates slowly, such that they feel that sense of belonging. At least you need to keep, at least we feel 2 months you need to keep just for the crate training itself, right? So that's point number two, crate training. Three is, like I said, not just the regulations, the quarantine, etc. Airline routing can really be sometimes really, really challenging, right? Because there are certain airlines that will, among pet-friendly airlines is what I mean. Some will carry a certain size crate, based on the size of the dog or cat. Certain will not carry. So we need to figure out what is the routing that we're going to go based on this. Certain airlines will not carry snub-nosed pets, right? And we may have to do a longer route. We may have to do two routing, etc., etc. However, also given that we are, in the midst of a pandemic right now, so certain regulations or routing that is there may or may not be available at the time that your pet is actually flying. So it's important to know the options that you have, and then kind of figure out what is your plan A, figure out what is your plan B, also figure out what is your plan C. Because trust me, many a times plan A and B don't work, right? So we need to go into a plan C or a D. So make sure you start early, right? Because the stress on you, it becomes much higher if you come close to the date of travel and then try and start figuring it out. Oh, my plan is not working, what do I do? Because if the stress on you is there, it automatically passes on to your dog or cat, and which is not a good thing when they are traveling, trust me, right? So research ahead in time, make sure that you know the routing, give enough time for for your dog or cat to get acclimatized to the crate, and understand the regulations, processes, etc. Right? You do not want to be in a shock once your visa comes in and then you realize, oh my God, my dog or cat has to stay 6 months away from me before they can even move. Right? In case you guys need help in understanding anything, deciphering any of this, you would just want to get an understanding if you're still in the process of planning, reach out. We do have consultations on our site, anvisync.com. That's anvisinc.com. I'm offering the consultations. Or if you need to reach out to some relocators who can probably walk you through the process, they are also available on our site. Right. So we will continue with the next series. I think I will next we will talk about a different topic on relocation. I will try and answer as many queries as I can. So if you're watching this on Facebook or Insta, feel free to put in your questions here, and I'll try and answer as many questions that I can. Right. Okay. Safe traveling with your pets, guys. Take care. Bye bye.